Morning, students. So, object-oriented programming with C++. Already you are familiar with the C. So, what is the C++? C++. That is, C++ is a superset of C. You know, in the set theory, what is the subset and the superset? C is the subset and C++ is a superset. That is, all the capabilities in C you can avail in C++. So C++ has its own capabilities, and also that it is a object-oriented programming. C is a functional-oriented or procedural-oriented programming. C++ is a object-oriented program. In C, we have used functions and procedures, whereas in C++, we use the classes and objects. So instance variables used in C++. So these are the major difference between the C and the C++. So using C++ compiler, you can compile a C program also, but not vice versa. Now, you see the primary data type. The primary data types are similar to C. That is, the fundamental data types are integer, float, character, and then void. So under integer, we have two data types, that is the signed and unsigned. Again, signed, integer, shortend, and longend. Then unsigned, shortend, longend. Int and shortend both are same. Then float. Under float, we can define the data type as a float, double, or long double. Then character data type. So single character can be defined by a character data type. It also signed character, unsigned character. And then another data type is a void. So you see this table. So how many bytes are required for each data type? The character data type occupies 1 byte, that is minus 127 to 1 to plus 127. If it is a unsigned, means there is no sign, there is no negative value. Therefore, it ranges from 0 to 255. Then int, it requires 4 bytes. So this is the size of an integer data type. Like that, unsigned, so double the times from starting from 0 to double this one. Then shortend is requires 2 bytes, that is minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. Then unsigned sorted, so which also requires 2 bytes, that is there is no sign, that means double the values, so 0 to 65, 535. Then longend, it requires 4 bytes, so its values are increased. Like that, unsigned longend, which also require 4 bytes, then double the value of the longend, ordinary longend. Then float, it requires 4 bytes, that is a float is a decimal point. So this is the exponent form. So minus 3.4 e power minus 38 2 plus 3.4 into 10 power plus 38. Okay. Similarly, long, it requires the 8 bytes. So this is the size of the data type. Okay. Then already we have seen in the C, the operators. The operators are similar to C, except some new operators are available in C++. So what are the various operators are available means arithmetic operator. First operator means operator is a symbol which is used to perform some operations. What is called an operator. There are several types of operators available in C++. So they are arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, assignment operator, increment decrement operator, bitwise operator, and special operator. Now let me see what is arithmetic operator. The arithmetic operators are used to perform arithmetic functions, arithmetic calculations. That is, these are the various arithmetic operators are available in C++. So the plus, which is used for addition. For example, 4 plus 2. What is the result? The result is a 6. Then minus operator, which is used for subtraction. So 4 minus 2, the value is here 2. Then asterisk, which is used for the multiplication. So 4 into 8, 4 into 2, 8. Then slash operator, this is used for the division. So 4 divided by 2, so which is 2. And then percent, this is a modulator operator, so which is used to get the remainder. So 5 mod 2 equal to the remainder is a 1. Okay, there is no power operator available in C++. Instead of power operator, we use the mathematical library function power, so which can calculate the power of a number. Okay. So these are the arithmetic operators. Then next, relational operator. The relational operator is mainly used for the comparison purpose. Okay, here the various operators are there. So the less than, greater than, less than or equal, greater than or equal, equal, and not equal. So here you see the examples. Okay, for example, if 1 is less than true, 2, so it is true. So already you know in the digital. Then greater than, 1 is greater than 2, so the result is a false. 1 is less than or equal to 2, so the result is a true. Like that, 1 is greater than or equal to 2, false. 1 is equal to 2, false. 1 is not equal to 2, true. Okay. So these are the relational operators which are used for comparison purpose. Then logical operators. The logical operators are, there are 3 kinds of logical operators available in C++. So and, or, not. Okay. So we have used double ampersand here, the logical and. These logical operators are used to compare the relational operator. For example, 5 is less than 2 and 5 is greater than 3. If this is true, this one is a false. Therefore, the result becomes false. Then or 5 is less than 2, 5 is greater than 3. So if any one of the value becomes true, means the result becomes true. So that is the logical or. Then not. 5 is less than 2, not. So this is true. So these are the 3 operators available, logical operators available in C++. Then assignment operator. So normally we use the equal operator is the assignment operator, and then this assignment operator used along with various arithmetic, relational, bitwise operators. So that is called the shorthand operator. For example, if you want to assign the value 10 to the variable m, then m equal to 10. So the equivalent expression is m 10, like that. Plus equal. So increment and then assign, or add and then assign. So m plus equal to 10, that means m equal to m plus 10. So similarly, minus equal, m minus equal to 10 means m equal to m minus 10. Similarly, m star equal to 10 is m into m star 10, and so on. So that we can also use the various bitwise operators by using the assignment operator. So this is the use of the assignment operator. Apart from that, so there is a other operator, the increment and decrement operators, the plus plus and minus minus. The plus plus operator is used to increment the value by 1. Similarly, the minus minus operator is used to decrement the value by 1. Then special operators. The special operators are various special operators are available in C and C++. Some of the operators are not available in C. So for example, the pointer operators. So this is used in C and C++. Then the address operator. Then ternary operator for comparison purpose. Then comma operator. We use to defining the variables by using the comma. More than one variable means is separated the variables by using the comma. And then these two operators are only available in C++. The scope resolution operator, which is used in the classes, and then the new and the delete operator. These are the dynamic memory operators, as like in the malloc, calloc, etc. Here we used new and delete operator. Let me see these two operators later. Now, in C, we use scanf and printf as the input and output statements. So we have to define the %C, %f, that is a control character. After that, we have to define the variables. Whereas the C++ has two streams. One is the output stream, another one is a input stream. So the general syntax for defining cout is a cout extraction operator. This is a not shift operator, extraction operator. The operator here has different meaning. So that is the operator overloading that we see later. Here it is an extraction operator. Cout variable 1, extraction operator, variable 2, extraction operator, variable 3, etc. variable n. Okay. For example, cout A, then again B, then D, like that. Then cin, this is input stream. We have to read the value from the keyboard by using the cin operator. Its general syntax is cin insertion operator, variable 1, insertion operator, variable 2, etc. insertion operator, variable n. Okay. So these are useful to for both input and output. Okay. Let us see one example. Right. Here in C++, we have to include stdio, whereas in C++, we use the IO string. In mathematical library, this one is a IO manipulation library. Let me see later how it is used. Right. Then here the main can be used as an integer. If you use turbo C, then it should be a void. Now, they're defining the variable int a, b, c. I am defining 3 variables. Okay. Then float s, comma area. So cout. So this is the output statement. Here we display first using this output statement we display the message, that is enter the sides of the triangle. Then cin, we have to read the 3 variables a, b, c. Then s equal to a plus, this is the program used to find the area of a triangle given by its sides. Okay, therefore first we find yes, a plus b plus c divided by 2. Then cout a. If you want to display b, then I am using the manipulators that I explain later. W some space. This manipulator is used for give the spaces. Okay. A, B, set W, 5 spaces. Then C. Okay. So the 3 values are displayed, and then okay. Next we find the area. So there is a formula, square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. So this area, calculate the area of a triangle, and then we use it to display this area along with the message. Now we are going to run. It asks the values. So 4, 5, 6. A takes the value 4, B takes the value 5, and C takes the value 10. Then, so A. So what happened here? So sorry, here S is printed. Okay. So 67.5. Then area of the triangle is calculated. So this is a simple program. This is similar to C program. Here we use statements cin and cout. We did not define whether it is an integer or float or character, whatever it may be. Just a string. It read the string and write a string. So that we use IO string instead of stdio. We can also suppose that if you want to use the printf and the scanf function, then you have to include stdio.h. That also accepted by the C++. Whereas the IO stream is not available in C. So that is why we say the C++ is a super set. So these are the various manipulators. I already explained the set W. So suppose that how many spaces we are required, or to set the integer field width n. If you give 10 means, suppose if integer occupies 2-digit means you get the 8-digit space like that. The set base function. So you want to change the base 10, decimal, base 8, octal, base 16, hexadecimal. Okay, let me see later some example program like that, the precision. So we can set the decimal accuracy, 2-digit, 3-digit, etc. Like that. Set fill to set the characters. So here when you give space 5, if the integer takes 2-digit means remaining 3 digits become space, whereas here if you use set fill some character, for example $sign, then first 3 character is here dollar, after that the 2-digit appears. Okay, so like that endl, this is used for giving the new line, that is /n, you are using the C. So like that various manipulators are available. Let me see later with an example. Okay. Let me see in the next class.